Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a flip through of my newly completed Life Crafted album, documenting our latest trip to Colorado and Utah. And let's just dive right in. So yeah, I'm using a Life Crafted album. Those are from Citrus Twist. And one of my favorite albums to do these kind of mini albums. The pages are like traveler's notebook sizes. So roughly like a 4x8 type size. A lot of the paper that I used was the Buenos Dias collection, which is like an American crafts collection that they did. I love the paper and stuff. I felt like it went so well. And you'll see over here, I just cut a piece kind of to go into the front cover. And this was a patch that I got along the way, and I thought that I would just add it in right there. So I apologize for some of the glare. I'll try to kind of hold it up a little bit. It's pretty dark in my craft room, and so we got to just make it work. But okay, this is the first page, kind of the title page here. I always like to, of course, put the dates on it. Kept it simple with just the one larger photo, but I really love the way that this title worked out, our Colorado and Utah adventure. So I do have a process video up. It was actually the video right before this one. And I show you some of this, but I don't do every page in here. I mean, a lot of them are kind of the same, but if you are interested in seeing kind of how I started the album, you could check that out as well. So you will see some of this throughout. So the first couple pictures aren't in any particular order. I just chose a couple photos from our trip. Here I use some of those adhesive strips from Citrus Twist, which are come in really handy because instead of having to like punch the holes directly into my postcard, it's like a big sticker that you stick on the side that already has the holes ready to go. So I love adding in postcards and other memorabilia into the album. So if you did watch the process video, you saw that I was using these large tags from Citrus Twist, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with them, but I ended up just using more paper from Buenos Dias. I added a little cut apart piece that's inside that paper pad and added my journaling. And then I added some little hole reinforcers. I think they're like Heidi Swap, maybe the Color Fresh collection little hole reinforcers, which I love having those handy. So here I'm just telling the start to the trip. We made our way from Mississippi to Texas, and we stayed the night there really just to kind of get out there. It was a long day, like a 12-hour day, and then we started to make our way into Colorado. So day 2, we checked out the Great Sand Dunes National Park first. So this is from the actual park map that they gave us, and I just adhered that to the back of the tag for a little fun. Have some more postcards, and actually I bought this postcard and this postcard from Etsy because both gift shops we weren't able to go into. So that's always an idea, just rebuy them after the fact. So in the same day, we went to the Great Sand Dunes and to Mesa Verde. And then this, I just wanted to kind of add in a few little flip elements. So you'll see that I did this photo of the sand dunes, and I just kind of printed it a little bigger and cut it and adhered it so that it would flip out. And then I didn't take a ton of Instax wide photos, but I did take a few. So I just added those in, added a tiny word, and I just put a small embellishment on the back. I just punched holes directly in there. And then I did have some 3x4 sizes that I wanted to include, even though this picture sideways, I mean, it doesn't bother me. Just a few pictures from the Great Sand Dunes. And I added in some cards. I mostly just used traveling or food related cards. There's our feet in the sand. You kind of had to walk across like a little small little rivery thing, and then, have your shoes off and everything. So that was pretty adventurous for me. And then here's another photo of us, which I did another like flip out so that you could really see the picture. Here's another Instax of Will. Here was where I just took, the bag was probably double this size. I just cut just this side off. So I just added some really thin red line tape. And then inside I have like receipts and stuff from our trip. So that's always fun to put little pieces of memorabilia. And I liked having the bag. Here's another large photo of Mesa Verde. So same day, but we're heading to the next park. And then I had a lot of other photos that I wanted to include, and I wanted to keep them kind of at a 3x4 size. So I just used a piece of pattern paper and just very easily adhered these. And that's kind of how I was able to get this book done so quickly. I mean, nothing that I did took that much time or was really that groundbreaking, but I'm so happy to have the book finished and I have something that I can look through. And just the way that I work, I love to complete my albums as soon or as close to the trip as I can, because I just find that, I can journal better, and I'm really into documenting it whenever we just went there. So a few other pictures. This was another little free it's a summer guide that we got from the park. So I just decided it actually is like the perfect size. So I just added it straight into the book. And then here a couple more Instax. And unfortunately that's about where the Instax stop I think is the first day. There's Penny, y'all. I'm very sorry, but whenever I record these, a lot of times I'm home by myself and she doesn't know how to behave. So let me go check her. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. I swear, she is such a little brat. So I had to give her a piece of a bone, and now maybe she'll be quiet for the rest of my video, but I had to bribe her. But anyway, sorry about that, but it wouldn't be one of my videos without Penny just rudely interrupting, right? So, okay, so then the next day we made our way into Utah, and this was just so fun because like maybe 3 times along the trip, we met strangers who took our photo together, and sometimes I just think that's really special. So we stopped here at this sign, wanted to get a photo. There was a family there. We took their picture, they took our picture. Those interactions pre-COVID are kind of back now, which is really nice. And we went to Canyonlands, so there is a picture of that. More photos. We bought a selfie stick off of Amazon, which I know I've mentioned a few times, and if you're interested, I can link it. It is a really fun one. I don't know if they're all like this, but it just has Bluetooth. It was really easy to use, and I love that we were able to get like the really pretty backgrounds. I know it's like a selfie stick and it's 2021, like people have had these, but I haven't really used one really before, so that was pretty cool. So I have the postcards. I love these kind of vintage looking. Here we ate food that was actually worth documenting. So I have our yummy food there and another picture from the restaurant. And then here I just did a little more journaling about the next, couple days, couple parks. Have the Canyonland map. Here a couple other photos. Island in the Sky was super cool. It was kind of like an island, like a rock island, and it was crazy because, of course, we didn't get close to the edge at all, but I mean, you really could have and just fallen off the whole thing. So some spots are just scary if people aren't careful, but it was really cool. And then the next day, we made our way to Bryce Canyon. So before this, we were going to go to Arches while we were in Moab by Canyonland, but we actually drove there that morning, and it was at capacity, so we couldn't go, and we've never had that happen before at a national park, so we really didn't know that was like a thing. But yeah, it was at capacity, so unfortunately we were spending the night in Bryce Canyon, so we really didn't have the option to wait around for too long. So we just decided to go ahead and go. And Bryce Canyon was so beautiful and was, I think, our favorite one. So I love having all these like big overlooks where we could take pictures and hang out and stuff. So there's some postcards. Oh, I do have a couple more Instax. What do you know? So there are those. And I added this in here just for the fun of it because I don't hike. And so I added that like I hiked it whenever I'm just not a hiker, y'all. But I still love looking at the beauty of nature. But we had a great time just kind of hanging out. And there was actually a food truck in one of the little overlook areas. So they had veggie dogs and we bought those. And then here's another just really pretty picture. And actually one of the gift shops had stickers. So of course I was excited. So I got these puppy stickers. So I've included those around here a few times. And then this was cute. The hotel that we stayed at in the Bryce Canyon area had all these little prairie dogs outside. We got up early one morning to get like our drinks and stuff for the day, and they were all out. This one like lived inside the concrete right here, and it was just really funny. They weren't scared of like the cars or anything. They were just out there like looking at us and stuff, which was fun. And this is me telling that story, a couple other photos. Like this Utah sticker also came off of the little puffy sticker sheet from the gift shop. So that was fun. And then the last national park that we visited was Zion. And that was really pretty. We really didn't get that many pictures though. We were hot and we had to ride a shuttle and stuff to see a lot of it, and we just didn't end up getting really any pictures of us there, which was a bummer, but you know, it happens. It was still a really good time. So there's my postcards. This was a crazy long like tunnel we had to go through, and that was me before we ever left for the park. So a little more journaling here with once again the park map on the back. And then whenever we left, my Auntie Sue had told us about these dilly bars that are dairy free at Dairy Queen. So we had to get one of those for our dessert. And I ended up keeping the wrapper, and I don't really know why, but I had it and I just kind of stuck it on here. And then the next day we were going to go check out Monument Valley, and for some reason it was like closed to go inside, but that's a picture of us right outside like the gate. So you got the idea of what it looked like. So I still kept it in the book. And then I kind of talked about that there and added another photo. And at this point, we're pretty much making our way back home. So we're still far from home. So it's a few days that's going to take us to drive all the way, with about 8-hour days for 3 days. So here, these are a little out of order, but this was in Oklahoma City. And they had these like vegan bowls where you could get all kinds of like themed loaded bowls. So that was fun. And this was actually in Albuquerque, this place called Rebel Donuts. And yes, all of those are vegan and they're just glory. So good. So we were really excited, or I was super excited about the donuts because I really wanted some treats on the trip and it was so hard to find anything. And actually, after we pulled up, we realized we'd already been to the same exact place like a few years before in 2016 when we went to Albuquerque. So I thought that that was kind of funny. Did a little more journaling here. Of course, here's me with the donuts. So I had to add the photos and talk about the donuts some more. So, you know, that's how I roll. And then kind of the last thing I'm really documenting is along the way, we really were just stopping for gas. And the like Slug Bug Ranch ended up being on the same little exit. So we got to check that out, which we have been to Cadillac Ranch again on that trip in 2016, but this was cool. It was a little different and they had some abandoned buildings and stuff that Will was having fun checking out. So that was a good time. Then I also just added here some of the podcasts that we listened to, Dissect, where they were dissecting the Yeezus album, the Kanye album. Bandsplain was a new one for us, and they kind of go inside different bands, like cult bands, and kind of talk about them. And then we also listened to some of The Hobbit on Audible. So that was fun. Same thing here. Here's the other half of that bag with more little memorabilia inside. Then I had a few fun little photos, like car selfies. And I just wanted to add those because we were being goofy and we were in the car so much, you know. And then for the last page, as you saw in the process video, I just used this like shadow photo that I took and said until next time. And then I liked this. I put vacation mood on in my heart because of course we were off vacation at that point. And I had one other little patch from Zion, so I decided to add that in the back. So that is it. I had such a blast creating this mini album, and man, I just can't tell you how much I love the Life Crafted albums. I just think that they're like the perfect mini album size. I mean, I've truly found my album. So you will probably see a lot more of these for me in the future. I mean, I'm pretty sure I will probably do like December daily out of this again, and who knows what else until then, but it's just so fun. So anyways, if you haven't checked one out, it would, you know, I suggest it. I just think that they're such a good time. But yeah, guys, I guess that's about it. But I hope that you enjoyed this little flip through of my travel album. I'm so happy that I was able to share it with you, and I just appreciate all the kind words and my comments and everything. I mean, I can't even tell you how much it means to me to be able to share my stuff, to have this, channel and to have the support. I mean, truly, I read every comment. I try to write back, and I mean, they really mean a lot to me. So I just love you guys, and I appreciate all of it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you would. And please like the video if you enjoyed it. And I will be back at you soon with another video. I hope y'all are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.